What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for yelling. And today I'm back with a Halloween tutorial. This is my first one ever, so go easy on me. If you guys, so I did decide to create Poison Ivy. I didn't go with like the original version, just wanted to give my own little twist to it. And if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with priming my eyelids with the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade Rumor 2. With that shade, I'm going to go ahead and apply it all over my eyelid, of course. And I'm going in and tapping it off with my finger to further blend more. Next step that we're going to do is take some Scotch tape, and what I like to do is press in the back of my hand a couple of times, so then when you peel it off your face, it's not tugging at your skin, because one thing you don't want is for it to tug on your skin. And I'm also going to be placing it on the outer edges, and I do want eyeshadow to extend a little bit more, so I am going to place it First palette I'm going to take is the Colourpop Just My Luck eyeshadow palette. So this right here. And we're mostly going to be using all these greens because it is a Poison Ivy look. We want it to stand out a bit. So I am taking my Madame Tool 187 large deeper blending brush, and I am going to take the shade Chances Are. And I'm going to take that all over my transition area. This color is a light color, so you don't have to worry about it too much. I just want it to be like a base. Next shade I'm going to take is Kiss My Haus, which is this green right here. Take a good amount of that color and taking it on a Morphe M501 brush. And I am going to place this in my crease. Again, dragging this color out to the tape. Next shade I'm going to take is Act Natural. This beautiful deep green. Taking that on a e.l.f. J Kissa J2 brush, grabbing it on one side, and I'm placing this on my outer V. Taking that shade in. Don't forget to sweep it on the side of that tape. Going a little bit in my crease. Don't worry if your lid is a little messy. We are gonna cut, so we don't need to worry about this. Now I'm gonna take this deeper green. This is the Mo Mamba. Placing this in the outer V. I'm gonna go ahead and take another fluffy brush and just try to blend these shades together with no extra product. I'm gonna go ahead and take a black shade. Any black shade can do, but I am using my Mcgrath Labs black because it's so pigmented too, and I wanted to use it, so it doesn't matter, just use any black. And this is also gonna go in the outer V. I'm not really worrying about blending. I'm just tapping and going and tapping and going and adding as I, literally as I go. Taking my J2 brush again with no extra product and just blending these shades. Taking a bit of my P. Louise again, and I'm just gonna cut my lid, starting from the inner corner out to the black. Now I'm taking a green from my Pat McGrath, which is this one right here. I'll leave the name of this palette down below, but this is not necessary. I just really like this green, so I wanted to use it in this tutorial. And all I'm gonna do is add it to the outer edge of that green, and that's about it. And then we'll start ombreing other colors with it. So literally, you don't have to get this green. You just get anything that will work for you. Now with my finger, I'm going to take the shade Olive You. It's like a more green gold based shadow, and top that along emerald we put down. Now I'm going to take that same brush we used with the emerald and tap this on the edge of that Olive You shade. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Mary Jane, which is this green right here from the Colourpop palette. I'm going to be taking that on a Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush and placing it in her inner corner. This is also going to be your inner corner highlight, so I'm just going to add that in. I do want more of that Olive You shade. Pat more of that in. Okay, eyeshadow's done. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. So for eyebrows, Poison Ivy does have red eyebrows. So what I'm going to do is grab my normal brow pencil and shape out my eyebrows, do a little bit of filling in, and then I'm going to go in with a red shade, which I'll show you once I'm done with my eyebrows. Now that I've penciled in all my eyebrow, I'm going to take Main Squeeze palette by Colourpop. How it looks like. And I'm going to be using this shade Like It's Hot. It's a red, and I am going to use that on my Anastasia brow brush. I put down the brunette pencil first because I did want a little bit more dimension in my brows, so that's why I did that. And you can keep adding as you go if you feel like it's not red enough. Like that. And we're not gonna set it yet just because if we do want it to stand up more, or if you want to add more red, you can. Now I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes. I'm gonna add my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara, concentrating it more on the inner portion of my lashes. I am gonna cut some lashes and put them on the outer edge just because I do want this eyeshadow to pop. So I am taking my Haus Lashes Iconic Lights, and I did use the pair that I cut in half using the beginning end, and then I'm going to place this on the outer edge of my eye. You see how I didn't cover up my eyeshadow? That's what I want, because I want this to stand out more. This is perfect. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye and eyebrow, and I'll be back to show you what I did for my face. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte. And I'm going to go ahead and press this all in my pores, especially in my T-zone. I also have my hair pulled back because I am going to be putting on a wig, so if I look scary, I am so sorry, not my intention. Next up, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty foundation. This is in the shade 210N. I'm going to dot it all over my face. I'm going to take my Real Techniques Perfecting Sponge and blend it over. If I am looking down, I'm sorry guys, I am just trying to look in my mirror while you do this. Now that I did that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And this is in the shade Light Beige. It's all under my eyes, forehead, down to the bridge of my nose, and chin. And then with that same sponge that I use for my foundation, I'm going to use for my concealer. Being extra careful around my under eyes and around my shadow. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Fine and Poreless Translucent Powder, and this is in the shade 100, which is translucent. Set my under eyes. And with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Banana. I'm going to use this to bake under my eyes and between my eyebrows and forehead. And with the excess, I'm just going to top it around my face. Now going back in with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take the black shade in my Mcgrath palette and smudge this all over my lower lash line. Now I'm taking a smaller brush using my Morphe Matte Times Madison Beer. I'm taking the shade More Bamba, and I'm going to place this with that black and blow it out. Now I'm taking a black pencil liner and then I'm gonna line my upper and lower waterline. Now that we finished up the eyes, we're gonna go ahead and sweep off the rest of the powder. I'm gonna be taking my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder, and I'm taking the lightest shade and bronzing up my face a little bit. And since Poison Ivy does have a little bit of green around her face, I want to use the shade Kiss My Ass, which is this one right here. And I'm taking that on a Real Technique blush brush, dipping my brush in that shade, and I'm gonna slightly add this green around the perimeters of my face where we place that bronzing shade. A little bit down my neck. I am gonna wear a green outfit so you guys can see how it looks. A little bit on top of my nose, neck a little bit more. And for lips, I am gonna use my MAC Cherry Lip Pencil. I'm gonna line my lips and then I'm gonna add my Lip Stunna lip paint. It is a red, just like how she has it, so it's perfect. Also, this is in the shade Uncensored. I did want to add a little bit of leaves around my eyebrows. So I did buy this leaf thing. I don't know what you would call this. Oh, stem. You can get this stem. I'm such a dork. At Michael's, and I got it for $4.99. So I am going to use my Haus Labs glue to stick it on my face. Alright, so I'm going to tuck this piece in my eyebrow a little bit. Hold it in a little to have it adhere to my skin. Another piece on top of that. Push that together, press it down pretty well. Oops. See how cool that looks? And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm gonna add some crystals around it to give a bit more dimension. I'm taking the Swarovski Creating Our Own Style. It's the 80-piece set and it's mixed with a whole bunch of different greens and sizes as well. Alright, so I did some of you guys in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing with those crystals. I'm gonna add some eyelash adhesive to my face. Take my tweezers, taking a big crystal. I do feel like adding a little bit more, so that's what I'm gonna do. I like about that much, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it to this side as well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and add the finishing touches, add my wig and my outfit, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Alright guys, and this is the completed look. I did add my wig, and I also did put more shadow on my chest and added some leaves to this wig. The stem that I showed you guys in my video, I used that, cut it up and added it to my wig as well. I did get this wig at Spirit of Halloween. Very inexpensive, it was like 20 bucks, and just work with what you guys have at home, guys. If you're gonna go out and trick-or-treat or whatever you guys are gonna do, this is like a perfect way to experiment with stuff that you have at home that you haven't used. And I really loved how this looked. I hope you guys also liked how this came out. And if you guys did, give me a thumbs up and let me know if I should do another Halloween look. I'm thinking about it. So please make sure to subscribe before you leave, and also make sure to hit the bell to get notified anytime I upload, and also like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!